Hello, it's John Longcroft-Neal here. It's Tuesday the 30th of July 2024 and I'm going to do a little bit of footage concerning the HS2, the new high-speed railway going now only from London to Birmingham. Well, let's dive in with some drone footage, but I'll show you the map first. The idea is to create a brand new rail route from the south to the north and back again, from London Euston through to Old Oak Common, which is still in London, remember that name, through to Birmingham and then branching off to Leeds, Manchester and Wigan. But the first phase is from London Euston to Birmingham Curzon Street, remember that name as well. But now I'm located in Berkswell, just southwest of Coventry, and it's quite an affluent area, expensive houses, and this is the route of HS2 going across the existing railway off and over towards Birmingham. And this is the official HS2 map. You can see how close it goes to Balsall Common, and you can see where I am, and it's going to cross over the existing railway line. And what we've got here is the old railway line, the main line going down to London from Birmingham, and here is a sort of a box bridge which is going to be the middle of a viaduct taking the new HS2 over the top of this railway. You can just about see the lines of it as well, and looking off into the distance down to what is essentially the south. Let's have a look at the costs. The White Elephant, which is HS2, sorry about that, in 2010 it was going to cost £33 billion. By 2019 it had risen to £71 billion, and in 2020 Boris Johnson suggested that it was going to cost over £100 billion, one of the biggest projects in the whole of Europe. Partway through 2023, this is a report of Boris Johnson has suggested the only answer to the hole enveloping HS2 is to keep digging. That's a pretty classic comment. In an interview, he criticised the profligate rail project and its hopeless management, so it wasn't his fault. But he appeared to rule out pulling the plug on the controversial scheme, which might cost in excess of £100 billion, saying, in a hole the size of HS2, the only thing is to keep digging. A final decision on the UK's largest construction project is due next month, and that decision is... In October 2023, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak set to announce the scrapping of HS2 high-speed rail from West Midlands to Manchester. So the new rail line HS2 will only go from London to Birmingham and no further north than that. So here is Rishi Sunak waving goodbye to billions of pounds wasted on the project so far. One major waste is all the land and properties that were bought up north of Birmingham off towards Manchester to project the rail up in that direction, which will now not be needed. There are many other details about how this project is falling apart and costing more and more money and wasting just billions of pounds. It's absolutely crazy. But still, let's have a look from the drone to see what they're getting up to so far. The construction of this reinforced concrete box bridge is a remarkable engineering feat. After all, they're spanning a live major railway line powered by live overhead cables. Touch one of those and you're toast. pulled over and had a word with this delightful gentleman, David, who lives right next door to the HS2 workings, and asked him if he had any opinions about the development. Oh, yes, he did.
A couple of weeks ago about them, because they're doing Saturday nights now, all right. Saturday nights till Sunday morning.
Yeah.
No noise, we're going to do this, that and the other. God, blimey. So when you wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, because they're banging.
Yeah.
They're banging concrete, they're banging wood battens, they're banging steel.
Yeah.
And I mean, my wife's on sleeping tablets.
Sure.
Because she doesn't sleep very well. And it even wakes her up. So that's the sort of noise. You can't open your windows on these hot evenings because you can hear them talking and shouting at each other.
Yeah.
There's a constant beeping of their vehicles.
Yeah.
The little things, I don't know what they are, or the crane that goes and is supposed to move things again. Beep, 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 beep. So I complained, and they sent me a letter back saying, blah-de, 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 blah, all the waffle, and then we're meeting all the requirements as laid down by your local council.
Well, that was a fascinating chat with David, who lives here on this road, right next to the HS2 workings, and all the shenanigans of what's been going on, the difficulties about the development. I mean, in the end, I don't want to come up with opinions straight away. I just want to look what's going on. But basically, it's a huge £1 billion white elephant, which is almost useless. Well, there you have it, a snapshot of the workings of HS2 near Berkswell, just outside of Coventry, as it approaches Birmingham. Oh, I forgot to say, the Curzon Street station has about 8 platforms to it in Birmingham, and half of them they're not going to use. And the Old Oak Common station in London is the only station they've got. They haven't built the part going from that station into Euston. It's about 6 miles into the middle of London, and they haven't even got the money for it either, and it involves a very expensive piece of tunnelling to get back into the centre of London. So neither of those things are yet to be sorted out. Anyway, that's it so far. Maybe I'll return and go further along the route and see what else is going on with this project. Okay, right, that's it for now, and you will see me next time. Okay, bye-bye.